Alright, Graygarden Garage. One of the few locales in the Commonwealth. You can have your vertibird worked on, your robots, your power armor, weapons, normal armor. They offer repairs and modifications for all of them. That up there is, in fact, the settlement's vertibird. They scrapped out the one that was hanging off the overpass and restored it over a couple of years, and have the skill and resources to keep it going. But if you happen to have your own vertibird, you're not part of the Brotherhood of Steel or something, you can also bring it here and get repair work done, as well as anything else you want to get repaired. We got Ada on the front gate. She is more capable, obviously, than the average robot, so I like to have her there. There is some threats coming from almost directly that direction that we'll get into. Majority of the settlers are robots, but there are some humans here. None appear to be down here. At the barber chair, we do have an Atom Cat. Like most of the independent settlements, at one point this was a Minutemen settlement, and they withdrew. Some hung behind. We got a Minuteman on scavenger here, and the Atom Cats themselves now, in my playthrough, are actually a part of the Minutemen. They're like their power armor special forces, basically, and they also provide training to training and maintenance to Minutemen as well. But they generally run their own operations. Supervisor White's still here. Green got sent to Abernathy, and Brown got sent to a Brotherhood settlement, as well as the 3 other original ones. All got back before they were doing that great Graygarden here, and they needed the resources to basically keep the supervisors going. They sold the 3 other Mr. Handies with no personality to the Brotherhood of Steel.
A pleasure to see you again, man. Are you...
We got Tesla here on the back gate. We'll circle around to the giant staircase. Hopefully nobody slipped by us while we weren't looking. There was originally a single set of stairs, but I found it wasn't that hard to expand it into a double staircase, and then it made it a lot easier to not get caught up on the stairs. It was surprisingly easy. Alright, so on the first floor here, we got a few things set up. The bus is still there, and it is being used as shelter for most of the humans in the settlement. Got their power armor and scavenger stations, and just a little area to hang out. Outside the rain, the power armor. T60 obviously, with the Patriot paint for the Independents. But because they excel at things like that, it is upgraded with Tesla coils, making it one of the best T60s in the Commonwealth.
Identity confirmed.
Got Marvin here, guarding the bottom. There's not much threat coming from down here. As you can see, we got the power and some security set up there. Water pumps. I'm not exactly sure how those water pumps work. I guess I like to pretend they very efficient at pulling moisture from the air. I think there's our Atom Cat.
Most robots aren't self-aware.
So there's also a lot of robot refugees here. As you can see, the farm is mainly made up of robots, although there is a member from Sanctuary there, and Curia is most likely in there. She seems to default to that particular job when she's not following me. I think we know where this refugee came from. Fizz from Nuka Land there. And we got a couple robots set up on shops here with Automatron Reloaded, I think. They actually work properly.
This unit is ready
Robbie
to
the
serve.
robot.
Let's see what
Triangle.
you got.
Affirmative. Ready to serve.
And you can actually sell and buy goods from them, which is great. because I've been wanting to do that since basically the very beginning. They all got to choose their own names, so some of them, most of them chose fictional names. Some of them stuck with the original names they had. Some of them haven't changed their names yet because they just don't have that much of a personality, like Fizz over there. And so yeah, some of them are famous scientists like Curie and Ada and Tesla there. Some of them are like Robbie the Robot. And yeah, I kind of ran out of them after a while, so I think there's like, well, here, who do we got here? Friday. I think there's like a Data out there and Red Tornado. So yeah, not really robots, but you know, I like to just pretend they chose fictional names and they like those characters. We got a Red Rocket trader set up on General Junk here. Has a door, so he has the ability to jump right out onto the overpass and into the fray.
Let's look around for robot components.
Friday here, selling a variety of clothing. Upstairs we got a little bar. This guy just seems to be following us everywhere. I don't think he does any work. Also run by a Red Rocket Militia member. Bit of gambling. And one hell of a view.
Yeah.
We're out here looking for. I'm certain we'll find it soon.
Most robots aren't self-aware. You can hardly blame them for carrying out their
More
function
robots
until
possess
the
one
end.
Tarsi algorithm. We wouldn't be forced to destroy them.
Don't
There's
worry.
Curie there wearing the
No
Mechanist
problems
armor.
assisting with the destruction
We'll get to her in a
of
second.
My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency.
Around the back here.
Commonwealth to explore.
We got Gort on defense up top here. There's the Vertibird. A few defensive turrets, because you can in fact get attacked from up here due to the elevator at the far end of the overpass there.
We have the entire Commonwealth.
Artilleryman set up, Minuteman.
Where should we go next?
Humanity has fallen so since
We got Hal here
Identity confirmed.
on the surgery chair, should you decide you want some facial surgery from him. I personally wouldn't. It's terrifying.
Let's look around for robot components.
Doctor set up. There's an invisible doctor's rug here somewhere, and it's a human doctor. Just didn't quite have enough room to fit the
Perhaps if more robots
actual
possess
shop in
the
here.
algorithm, we wouldn't
I
be
think I've done that in a
forced
few
to
other places as
no
well.
problems assisting with the destruction.
Somewhere to sit. We got a sanctuary citizen here, offering some eye doctor services, little office. And we got some exercise area up top here. Obviously only on a nice day. A couple more turrets just in case.
You lead the way and I'll follow.
All systems are go, ma'am.
Little area to sit and stare off into the view. A little foggy today.
I wonder how long my systems will endure these
The bridge down there, the big red or orange one. I use mods to finally clear the train cars off of it, so you can finally just walk straight across it, and your companions can follow you across, as well as the provisioners can go back and forth now. I was so happy to do that. I repaired a couple other bridges in some other places too. Right, well, I believe that is most of Graygarden. Don't think I've missed much. I guess I better have a little chat with Curie here.
Are you ready to depart?
Let's trade some things.
But of course.
So I like to pretend that Curie is wearing a newer, more high-tech version of the Mechanist armor. She's not out there using robots to protect people. I mean, you know, she probably would a little bit, but her main mission is to protect robots now and free them from captivity, bring them back to Graygarden, and expand their populace. And obviously, she is their favorite human, or Syntha, I suppose. Here is her unique weapon, polonium. Anyone who knows anything about the actual Curie, you understand the meaning behind that one. Very dangerous.
We can keep traveling as
And yeah, that is Graygarden. Right nearby Graygarden here is the Graygarden house. I've set up a couple little things down there with the Rust Devils, so I think we'll hop over there and check that out. Graygarden house. Little operation has been set up here. At one point a successful operation, and now they really just more keep an eye out on Graygarden to try to pick off the odd robot heading to or from town. At one point they used to send direct raids against it, not so much anymore. They really officially sort of made peace with them because they cannot stand up to Graygarden. So we've got a workbench, little defense area here. It's fenced off, but not well. Some Rust Devils, some water, some farming. Little area to hang out for the people outdoors.
Carry on, ma'am.
Alright, inside Graygarden House, there is another courser and a number of Institute remnants. They've got some workout gear, some more Rust Devils, entertainment, area for some grub, some water. So it appears that the Institute has reached out to not just the Disciples, but also the Rust Devils, and who knows who else. Now where are they reaching out to them from? They appear to have helped the Rust Devils upgrade and armor with Institute technology as well, much like they did the Disciples over my Walden Pond build. Pick me up station. Quite a few robot scraps. Oh, we got another working robot. Devil number 3. Wouldn't want to tango with him.
Best scrap in the Commonwealth.
Got a few merchants set up here. Clinic, there's the food guy. There's someone selling general stuff. And just a couple more people on guard duty out here. Okay, back outside Graygarden House. Got some defenses up here. There used to be several more guards, but I think they jumped off the roof here. Put in a little sleeping area for them. And that's Graygarden House, a little Rust Devil compound. We're gonna head over to Oberlin Station now.